I didn't sail my SuperCat 19 last year for two reasons. One, we got so busy during the summer that we just didn't have a chance really to get it out. And the second one is this mainsail right here is so hard to raise that it's discouraging to get the boat out to try and sail it when it's that hard to get up. So I'm going to show you why right now. The reason it's so hard to raise is because the thickness of the material right there where it goes through the channel in the mast is so thick that the channel's too small to accommodate it, and it just gets bound up unless you really pull real hard, and I mean hard. I went to a sailmaker a few years ago to get this thing fixed, and what I asked him to do was to take this part off, the old one, and take it off and sew a new one back on because it was a little ratty anyway. And what he did was he left the old one on. There's part of it right there. He took part of it off, but he left all this on. Well, what that does is it makes this, instead of 2 plies thick, it's like 6 plies thick. So what I'm doing is ripping this seam right here. I'm ripping this seam out, folding this guy over, and I'm cutting the excess material out right here. What I'll do is I'll fold this back over, re-sew this the seam, and I'll be able to raise this. A kid will be able to raise it. This is ripping a seam. You run this little tool along the threads, trying not to stick it through any of the cloth. And you come to the other side and pull the thread out, and now this seam is ripped. The mast is 35 feet tall, so I've got a ways to go. Yeah. Before I ripped the seam here, I made sure that this machine would get through the layers to sew. This whole thing is very unwieldy. You got to make sure that there's nothing back here that's constraining the cloth from moving forward as the machine pushes on it. And you have to make sure that you're all lined up back here, again, to make sure that your seam is straight. Otherwise, you're all over the map. And I clamped the sewing machine here down so that it didn't move either. And that has helped a lot to keep everything lined up. So I'll show you how a few stitches go. So what I do is I look at where this line of punctures start going into the foot, and I make sure that thing is stays kind of in line, because it's easy to make a lousy job out of it. So I'm coming up to a batten pocket right now. So I reverse the stitch, pull the needle up, pull up the foot and span the batten pocket to the other side, because the batten goes right in here. Put down the foot, and I'm ready to start again. Back it up. Well, the sewing on the sail is done. I got the biggest benefit out of clamping the machine down so that it didn't move while I was trying to put the sail through the, stitch the sail up. The battens are back in, and I'm ready to see how much I improve the ability of this sail to be raised up the mast. I hope you got something out of this video. If so, hit the like button. If you subscribe, you'll get notified of other videos that I post, and it doesn't cost anything. Have a great day.